Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Ask Monica. I'm Monica Moore, a nurse practitioner and a health coach at RMA of Connecticut. And so the one I want to address today is, should I do acupuncture as part of my fertility treatment? And so if you don't have a lot of time today, the answer is yes. Simply said. If you do have a little bit of time, let me explain why. So it is very difficult to study Eastern medicine like acupuncture. It's just this kind of approach, which has been used for a very long time, doesn't lend itself to kind of rigorous scientific studies. So the studies that are out there are very difficult to interpret. But what we do know about acupuncture is it increases blood flow to the uterus and the ovaries, which can only be helpful. It works hard at regulating the immune response, which is really important in pregnancy. It increases endorphins, the feel-good hormones. But really importantly, and I don't think this can be debated in any way, and I don't think we can lessen the importance of this in anyone's fertility journey, it really decreases stress and anxiety. It's been shown to lower some of the stress hormones like cortisol, and it really can only help. And we know that when the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest part of the nervous system, is innervated, that smooth muscle relaxes. So uterus is smooth muscle, the bladder is smooth muscle, which the bladder filling can be helpful during a transfer of an IVF cycle. So I have never heard of someone say they regret have gone to acupuncture. I've only heard someone say that they can't believe they didn't do it up until then. So I strongly recommend it if you have the time and money. Now here's the sort of caveat. When you go through a treatment cycle, I realize that it is incredibly expensive, and depending on what kind of treatment you're doing, pretty time consuming. So then the next question I get asked is, should I pay for acupuncture? Is this something that I should pay for? So if you can only do one acupuncture session and you're doing an IVF cycle, the recommendation and the research supports that you do acupuncture prior to and after your actual embryo transfer. If you can do acupuncture at one other time, then we would love to, and the acupuncturists would love to meet you one time prior to that embryo transfer day. If you have a little bit more flexibility in terms of time and finances, we'd love to see you as often as possible because these effects of acupuncture that I described before can be cumulative. They can add up over time, so they can really only help. But we have a lot of patients and couples who are coming from out of town, and the only time that they can see an acupuncturist is the day of the transfer, and they do very well, and they're really happy with that. So our acupuncturists at RMA cover 7 days a week, so that you always have the option, should you want to have acupuncture, to do it. If you decide to do acupuncture with another practitioner that's closer to your home, please, please, please make sure that they have a women's health background, they're certified in women's health, particularly fertility or OBGYN if possible. There are a couple acupuncture sites which can stimulate the uterus. They actually were used a long time ago to start labor. And obviously we do not want these sites innervated during a fertility treatment cycle. So if you don't use one of our practitioners who all are well versed in this and you decide, please do your research. If you found someone you like, and make sure that that person knows that you're doing a fertility journey, has had clients or couples that have seen him or her in the past for that. So I hope this is helpful. Please keep the questions coming. I love seeing them. I love responding to them. No amateur art today. Sorry for all of you, that have been asking me for that. I know that you're kidding around, but I just pretend it's real. So we'll see you again soon, and good luck on your journey. Thanks so much.